Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three Scarlet Walkers that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Asher Ford, Human Ranger, played by Char.
It was Kennedy's birthday this week, and he turned 9 or 10. One of those.
Oh wait, is this unknown? I didn't know it was unknown.
No, I forgot.
Oh.
I didn't get it when he was a baby, but I've forgotten how long I've had him.
In the bottom middle, we have Greshy Ironroot, Dwarven Druid, played by Will.
I've already turned 9 or 10 years old, so I'm good.
And in the bottom right, we have Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
Hey, and this week I have pre-buffed with Angelic Halo.
It is a very beautiful halo that you've got there. +1 to all attack rolls. Alright, well, so last time on Third Action, a group of intrepid adventurers made their way into the Eptarch Locust to do battle with the Ice Devil Gamigin. You flew around the arena, wandered around a bit, found that there were invisible creatures, and then Gamigin began his assault. You've taken out one of the two blood spiders. Rock has taken some damage and flown off to the side while Gunn is dismounted to the center of the, near the rest of you guys. Let's see, is there anything else? Gamigin himself is perched up in one of the top spectator seats, all the way at the northern side of the Coliseum. So we are going to just kick things off, I suppose, with Greshy's turn. So the turn order is still Greshy and Asher at 45, Gamigin at 44, Gunn at 37, Scarlet Walker that remains is at 35, and we have these two skeletal fiends at 32 at the bottom of the initiative. So, with that said, Greshy, it is your turn.
All right. First things first. With effortless concentration, we're going to sustain the flaming whirlwind and send that over to a couple squares over to the west to start to envelop this bone devil next to me. It needs to make a reflex save.
All right.
So look at things again.
The one right next to you. So let's see. This one is invisible. You cannot see it.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Then I would not be moving it there. But I can see the other blood spider. 10,
Yeah, sorry.
20.
So Asher and Gunn are flanking an invisible creature, but I think neither knows exactly where it is. The flanking Asher is the other skeletal creature. And then all of you are in range of this third of the blood spider here. Right, actually, I need fortitude saves from Phelan and Greshy at the start of your turn. I should remember to do that.
Fun. That's right.
For you're close enough to this
Good to remember
creature's weird aura.
Good start. Greshy gets a natural 20 for 44.
All right, he's fine. You feel like a light pressure on your eyeballs as you look at the creature. But you blink and...
Fortitude for Phelan is a 34 total. For
34. Him. I think that is enough. Let me just double check. Yes, that is enough. Phelan is fine. Okay, sorry. Continue your turn.
Excellent. All right, so instead we are going to move it towards the blood spider instead. Can I path it around Asher? Don't know that I can, because it's still got to be on a corner or in a center of a intersection. So I'm going to have to path it this way, which means I think Asher will also have to roll a reflex save, but so will the blood spider.
What about the...
Well, I can't see that, so it'll do whatever it's supposed to do.
Okay.
But, bye.
It makes sense that you'd send it straight towards.
Well, it's either that way, trying to get around Asher and Phelan, or going straight through Asher to the other one. So,
Sorry, can you show me the path that you just did again?
sorry, it was here. Is there a way to show nice animation?
Yeah, okay, no, I can see what you just did.
You can see that? Okay.
Yes. I was just looking away and trying to...
It has to be in a straight line. I can't curve it, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would go straight around Asher, but...
Okay. Asher, give me a reflex save.
37.
That's a
is
success.
Exactly a success, so you'll take half
critical
damage.
success. No, I have
let's see.
evasion.
Oh,
Improved
that's
evasion.
true. You do have evasion. This
I'm so
guy
evasive.
is making this save, and this one is
Or
going to
around Asher in
make
a
this
straight
save.
line.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage, please.
Sure thing. 22 mixed bludgeoning and fire damage.
Okay, half bludgeoning, half fire.
And the dice are broken down there if you need to look at them.
Okay. Just double checking.
The sixes are the.
663 is the fire damage for a total of 15. Bludgeoning is 412 for a total of 7.
Ah, I see. Okay. This isn't Starfinder where we just use half of the numbers. It's actually 3d4, 3d6. Got it. Okay,
It's,
let me...
in this particular case, it's 3d4 bludgeoning, 3d6 fire.
do that damage and that, and then for the blood spider, let's take the damage and double check its resistances so I don't forget. Okay, cool. All right, so Asher, you very easily dodge out of the way, and the flame, Greshy, you can see the flame get like caught up in something near you. But it still continues to pass through and catches the Scarlet Walker as it's trying to like close the gap towards Asher.
All right. Now having focused on that, the rune on his forehead starting to fade slightly less red than normal. He will start to kick up a bit of wind that swirls around himself, Phelan, Asher, and Gunn. Since somebody else can fly already and Rock's a bit too far away. But Greshy will cast Elemental Gift and grant everyone a gift of air, so that they all gain a fly speed and an increased ground speed.
All right.
1 minute.
Lasts for 1 minute. Everyone is in range. And with his third action, Greshy's going to command Phelan to try and take down...
Oh, hold on. A plus 30-foot status bonus to land speed and
Aye.
fly speed equal to the original land speed.
Correct. It does not gain the 30-foot status bonus from this to your fly speed, but if you had a status bonus from some other effect, that does still increase.
Interesting.
So Greshy will command Phelan to... I don't think I can get around all the way to the other side without... Well, he wouldn't know that that's there, but... No, I think he's going to head down here to this blood spider and try and take this thing down. So he'll spend his first action to move down, or to get near the spider, and the second action will be to chomp at it. Fail and take an attack. All these buttons will do the thing. That's a 40 to hit the Crimson Walker. I'm sorry, it's not a blood spider. We've now figured out what it is.
All right. 40 will hit. Not a crit. Go damage.
All right, roll damage. That's going to be 23 damage total, 20 negative damage, and 3 electric. Phelan just chomps into this thing.
All right. Let's see. Same. Okay. All right. It takes 23 points of damage as Phelan's glowing red spirit form chomps onto this creature and tears a few of its legs. Blood drips onto the ground and stains the already pretty thoroughly stained floor of the Colosseum. And that's your turn?
All right.
Or
Phelan
is there
has
still-
his quickened action, which would have been that. I suppose that would have been his that bite. That's that chomp attack, because his third action will be to use takedown and bring this thing to prone. Knock him down. That one. So having bitten him, he's going to drag the Crimson
boy.
Walker to the sands. We're going to get down and nasty and take care of business.
All right. Just checking your thing. Okay. All right. You managed to pull the creature down to the ground with a knockdown. Okay. It is prone.
And that will be the end of my turn, because Greshy will not be using his quickened action himself.
Asher. You're up.
Okay. What do I have hunted prey? I can see, right?
You had both of the blood spiders, I think, was the last thing you had, but you killed one on the last turn. So just the one
thought-
blood
Okay.
spider.
Blood Spider and Gamigin.
I did,
Oh,
but I
maybe-
moved it from Gamigin to
Right,
the other
right.
one.
Yeah,
so
when
I couldn't
Gamigin
see
disappeared,
Mhm.
yeah, it was both the blood spiders.
That's right.
So just this one.
him. Alright, well, I will. Then I'll hunt prey. I can see this one down here next to me, right? I can't see the invisible
Yes, the one behind you is
Like,
still
one
invisible.
next
The
to me.
one that you're pointing at, you can still see. Yes.
Well, I'll hunt prey that one.
Okay.
It's there and it's scary. Do I have to do the save, by the way, at the start of my turn?
Oh yes,
Hmm.
you do. Correct.
And it was
Fortitude.
fortitude?
I think we determined you basically just have to get a natural one to fail it.
It's a-
18 for
So
46 is good.
46. Okay. Finally, something that I can't fail. Almost.
That's a known about lumber mills.
That's true. I'm very good at that. I will. How far am I? Good. I'll hunted shot the spider using my electricity from the quiver. I can find it. There it is. One. And
This
it's a
is-
41 and a 36.
On which target?
The
Sorry.
Spider.
The big spider?
Yes.
Is this
Big
including
prone spider.
Folly's negative? You're currently within 30 feet of it.
I'm 20 feet away. Oh, it's 30? I thought it was 15 feet.
I thought it was 15.
Sorry for.
Volley is 30, but you may have a benefit that lets you have that, perhaps?
Fine, I'll just always. I've always gone by 15 if I'm doing it wrong.
You might have a reduced penalty for something. I'm not sure what your. I don't remember your entire build. What are likely things to do that? Hunt prey? But I don't think hunt prey reduces your ranger penalty or the penalty on longbow. In any case, 41 and 36, even if you were taking them at the penalty, would still both hit the blood spider, if that's who you're targeting.
Yeah. Volley is
Yeah.
30 feet on the. All of
I've
the
always been
bows.
doing it as 15, and I don't think I have anything to reduce it, so I think I just should remember it's 30. I've learned something today.
It's possible the short.
Because I remember
The short bow does have a different one, and crossbow may have also had shorter. Well, wouldn't have had volley at all if I recall
No,
correctly.
yeah.
Actually, short bow doesn't have volley
So-
either.
Maybe
So
it was. Maybe it was in roll 20 in a way where it because it always would show up when you're in.
Yeah.
within
Oh,
range.
that's true. Maybe it was 15 in the playtest rules, and I never updated it in roll 20. That might be the case.
Oh.
Well, that-
Okay. In any case, it is 30 feet. It actually says in the little attack card
Okay.
if you. But okay. Yes, those will still both
Okay.
hit because it's just a
Remember
minus
it's
2 for
30
volley. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Roll damage.
That damage. All right. Do you remember everything's checked? All right. Here's damage number 1. And then all this is unchecked. And damage number 2. Checking
All right.
everything again.
What was that? 91 damage total?
Yes, but some of it won't take because there's cold.
Yeah, it's
some
immune
of
to
it will
the
take
cold.
more of because there is electricity. So the base will be electricity for both of
Damage.
them.
Full damage from the first shot, second shot. I'll undo the cold damage, which is a total of that's 5 and 4, so undoes that 9 points. And then what else is missing here? Oh, right, you made it electricity, so that procs the weakness, which gives you another 10 damage. So you've overcome the cold weakness
Undid my
basically by 1
cold.
point. Sorry, and that was 49 and 42, so a total of that plus 1 damage. So I'm too lazy to count.
92?
92. Okay. Yes, sorry, you fire the 2 shots into the prone blood spider. And they hit, blood splatters about. It wriggles and writhes as it's like attempting to get up. Any other actions?
Yes, I'm gonna just be moving around. Where shall I move to? I want to go through.
Maybe consider flying up.
I have considered
Seems
flying
like it would
up.
make more sense. Some sense.
How
Although, I
tall
don't
is
know if
the?
Asher, well, no, Asher should be pretty.
It was a pretty tall arena, if I recall.
The arena's
How
like
tall is
500
your
feet.
little- No,
Oh.
how tall is this thing?
Oh, that is a good, like, 40 or 60 feet tall. It's
think
pretty
it-
high
I
up
think-
there.
Okay.
If it's flame vortex, I believe it's 60 feet.
It is Flame Vortex. Where is my Flame Vortex? There it is. Cylinder, 40-foot tall cylinder.
That straight up is half speed.
Trip is half speed, so I'll be at.
That's a
I
lot
can
of.
go 20 feet up as 1. I would just be able to go straight. Okay, alright. I can just go this way.
You're also quickened, so don't forget your quickened.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm using both of them for moving.
That'll help.
Okay. So I'll go 20 feet up and then over here for both my remaining actions. I'll fly up.
Amusingly, I don't know if I'll rule that any movement action is fine, but I think the quickened action from haste lets you strike or stride, not fly.
That's
Oh. Well, I'm using.
But I'll allow it just
fly
as a
forward,
blanket
I
rule
think.
as I allow it.
That's a weird thing for them
If
to have
you-
overlooked. Unless they intended that.
if you have a
I'm
move
not
speed, is
striding.
flying not considered striding?
No, not really. It's actually considered a fly action. But I'll just
Oh.
I think I've generally considered any movement action interchangeable. Anytime something says stride, I count it as you could climb or fly or burrow or whatever. So I don't care. I was looking at that on the side. I was
I thought
curious.
stride
Well,
was
either way, I'm moving.
move up
whether or
to
not
your
I can
speed in
fly.
any one of your movement modes. That's what I thought stride was.
It is not.
Nope. It is just move up to your
walking.
land speed. Yeah.
I see. Well, I could do either, but if I'm flying, this is where I will go. I will go
Okay,
up 20
yeah.
feet, float my way over here.
A thing you can do to track your height is if you right-click on your character, the top left little square is your elevation, and you can type 15 feet there,
Ooh.
or just 15.
15.
And now it
That-
shows you as
that
being
works.
15 feet in the air.
Ooh, okay. That will be my turn.
All right,
for now.
Excellent.
as your turn. Gamigin's
yes.
turn.
Oh, I did mean to ask about
Oh.
this. How do I get rid of persistent bleed? Since this will happen every time.
Did you roll
Okay,
your
so-
recovery check?
Yeah, so at the end of your turn, you take the 2d12 damage, so that's 10 points of bleed. You can take that from the chat card, and then the chat card actually gives you the recovery check there, so you just roll a DC 15
okay.
recovery check. So you can go and roll that to see if
Okay,
you...
so it'll just do it every time until it happens? Or...
That's what it should
click
do.
this.
Yeah, you'll click the recovery check.
What is this?
That's
it wasn't very good. It's a 5.
That was a 5, so you're still bleeding. So make sure to take your 10 damage.
I'm raining down. Okay. I'm raining blood down on everyone. It's wonderful. Let me take my 10 damage.
And I believe this was from one of the attacks, the claw attack from the Scarlet Walker.
Yes.
That inflicted you with bleed. Okay. Is Gunn prone, or is he just rotated?
That's what I was gonna mention. That he is not prone.
Okay. I've rotated him back. That's distracting. Okay. All right, Gamigin's turn. So he's watching from the box seats, chittering strangely. What does he want to do? He's got a lot of things he can do.
Just wanted to come down here and say hi. We're all friends here.
He's taking notes. Okay. He's going to use 2 actions to cast another spell. Let's see if I can... Oh, I can pop out his character sheet.
Right.
What am I doing? That gives me so much more room to look at stuff. Alright, he's casting a spell.
Mm-hmm. Way too far away for me to do much. Look at that.
So far.
Off the mountains.
Anybody doing anything about spell? I'm assuming no.
Nope.
No, he's way too far.
Dare ahead.
Alright, let's see where he
Ooh.
can place this.
God.
Not sure what I'd ever do about that.
Okay, he is going to, cast a spell. A huge, so a spark of darkness forms in just in front of the entry doors of the arena that you guys had walked through. It's like a small purple spark that begins to grow into like a fully formed sphere about a foot wide, and then starts to expand. And as it expands, the purple color fades and starts to just like absorb light into it, and grows and grows and grows, and like expands very quickly to a full radius of 60 feet. I am going to need. Let's see. So if I do this, it still shows it. Fuck. So let's delete
I
that.
saw.
I thought okay. Whatever. No looking at my spells. Give me a
I don't know what happens.
Okay. I
reflex
didn't see
save,
anything.
everybody.
I lied.
Reflex. That's everybody.
I'm going to be
except for
throwing 9 points at Phelan.
Rock. Okay.
Can you use 2 reactions on the same thing if they both give bonuses and you have them available?
Do you have 2 reactions? No, you cannot use. You cannot use multiple reactions to the same trigger, even if you did. Even if you did have multiple reactions.
Okay.
It has to be a different trigger.
I have reactive shield and divine grace, and I kind of want to both raise my shield, which would let me use the shield's bonus on reflex saves, and use divine grace, which gives you +2 to spell based.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you can use both on the same trigger. There's a blanket rule for both free actions and reactions that you can only have one of these per trigger. If one was a free action and one was a reaction, you could, but you can't do multiple of the same type, I think.
Well, let me confirm that raising my shield would be good enough, and then I'll do that because it'll mean that shield's up, which is better than not. So one
Do you?
second.
Are you able to choose
I
after
think
you?
I
roll?
have the thing that
Or you're just checking the actual.
with that one, I
ability.
don't think so. I'm checking whether I have the shield feat that lets you. I might not have it yet. I might be thinking of my plan for my build rather than. So I'll just use the Divine Grace to add to, and this is reflex save. So
Okay.
do that one. So that plus 2. 41.
Okay. Sorry, where is his DC? Why is his DC hiding all the way at the top? Okay, there we go. DC is that. Asher fails. Phelan with a +9.
Mm-hmm. 46.
When you roll those, you can actually include the. They have a little box for putting in the bonuses.
That's
So you-
true. I keep forgetting about that.
But 37 plus 9 will be a 46. That is a success from Phelan. 37 from Greshy is a failure. 39. What was the bonus you said?
41.
41. So
Two.
41 is a success for Gunn. So success for Gunn and Phelan, failure for Asher Greshy. Is that correct? I think so. Okay.
Correct.
In that case, let's see. We need to do. I can just public roll these, I suppose. Or am I allowed to do that? Let's see. Okay. You all take 8d10 cold damage, so 41 points of cold damage. If you succeeded, you only take half.
Which
Great.
I still only take half.
And then
My
resistance
cool
kicks in after that.
Resistance kicks in after the half. Yep.
Oh, I know why my token is rotating.
What you actually gained because you had.
Oh, are you like shift scroll wheeling?
No, I'm trying to zoom in using my trackpad because my mouse wheel is unreliable.
I say we can turn that. I think we can turn off that rotation feature for you.
I think I can get myself straightened out and then there we go.
Okay.
right,
so
so-
after everybody's taken that full amount,
Good news. Yep. Good news for Gunn is it only ends up being 10.
and then on top of this, we take negative damage to which Phelan and Greshy are immune in their negative form. But Asher and Gunn, you would take 16 points of negative damage, halved if you succeeded. And further halved if you're Asher.
I thought you said Asher failed.
Yes, I can only ever take half damage or succeed on my reflex saves, thanks to
Yes.
all the
Oh,
crap I have.
that's like a third level of.
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
Super evasion.
Extremely
Oh, wow.
evasive. So yeah, this burst of energy, like it expands. You lose all vision for the briefest of moments, and then it all the energy contracts back down into a small speck, and then explodes again outward in dark purple radiant and negative damage. So it's like freezing cold for a second, and then a burst of unlife afterwards, and that goes away. And Gamigin will use his third action to gently float down the stairs a bit. Or, let's see, how far can he move? Okay.
Oh, are you approaching me?
He'll float down to
Can we walk down?
the next level of stairs. All right. That is it. Gunn, it is your turn.
Okay. So Gunn is going to take a fly action. Not in a straight line, because does Rastal's arrow require a straight line? Let me confirm. But anyway, I'll fly over this way. I'll make like a curved arc, and my goal is to get over here, where I think does Phelan still count as? Does Phelan have reach?
No,
Phelan does not have
unfortunately,
reach,
he's
okay. Oh, well.
and he cannot see the creature, so I would rule that he is not flanking him, even if he did.
That's what I was kind of wondering. That's what would be the next question. But anyway, make a little arcing flight come on from this side. It gives me the pillar to cover my back to a little bit.
Actually, sorry, does Phelan have scent?
He does have an scent.
Okay,
It's
Phelan can
not
actually
the-
sense it then, but it's still hidden. In any case, back to Gunn.
But he doesn't have reach, so he
Still
can
not threatened.
threaten it
Correct.
anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I will make a strike on this creature with rending.
The fire does not count as flanking. No.
One hit.
Oh, it's an ally.
41, that's a crit.
It's a
a
friend.
41.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Crit.
Okay,
on the thing that I
Then-
can't see.
let's roll
Watch
damage
Gunn
there.
stab
That's
into
seven.
nothing.
Gun attacks the air, dealing 72
Do we just see
points of
bone
mixed
shards just go
damage.
flying off into the sands?
It is partially resisted, but then takes that resistance back in weakness. So, yeah, you fly up behind this creature as it's getting ready to try and pounce on Greshy, and just slice through it with one hand, absolutely obliterating it. It crumbles to the ground in pieces.
Yeah. Every 5 feet you move through the air this turn. That's 35. So throw in another 20 points of bludgeoning on that strike
Oh, all right.
All right, I mean it's gone.
as a free action.
So yeah, its bones just scatter then to the winds, and it is
We
completely
never
destroyed.
saw it.
Just suddenly bones from nowhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
Asher,
okay, the spell
Asher
is
and
nice
Greshy,
one.
you're like hit with random like invisible bones.
Oh.
So then, what I'm hearing then is I can use my third action to fly a further 15 feet,
hmm
like that.
You'll need to do a fortitude save once you're in that range.
Okay. I'll get that
Major is not very friendly.
right there.
Oof.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and
Blow it already?
use the reroll on that.
Ugh. Hate to see it, but what do you gotta do?
Oh my god.
The reroll of the
Alright,
natural
well,
1 into the natural 20 with a hero point. Okay, you feel as
Very
you're
nice,
flying
very nice.
forward, you take a sidelong glance just to like make sure that you're keeping fully apprised of the situation, and you come in direct eye contact with this creature lying on the ground, and you feel your eyes just suddenly like start to bulge from their sockets like a cartoon character. But you like shake your head and manage to stop the effect just in the nick of time. Continue.
For a second, I thought Phelan was part of the spider.
Oh,
It just had this like enormous body with weird, but actually that was his part of him, and like okay, it just took a second to resolve. I looked at it there.
It's like a snowman,
And we'll make
a bloody snowman. Wait, has somebody made that an
second
enemy?
strike. So I
I'm
just
putting
like,
that on my
barrel
list.
right through where that.
36 is a hit. Roll damage.
I'll barrel right through where I like scattered that one and go again. And this time, can I use this twice in the same turn? It doesn't say.
I don't
but
think so.
can't.
Once per round?
Limit once per round.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
It does say that I can't.
Mhm.
My bad. Could have saved it.
That's
and
fine.
gotten
You
the
haven't
whole
gotten
movement
used to using
on
the
it.
power yet.
Oh, well.
Okay,
Mhm.
that is 24
Hard to
points
control.
of damage, plus and minus from good and weakness, or good weakness and physical resist. Okay, yeah, you stab right into the other skeletal fiend, crunching some of its bones in the process, bruising it pretty badly. And is that all your actions? Fly,
That is.
attack, fly, attack.
Rock, for
okay.
his single fly action, will kind of maneuver around here, just trying to stay on the perimeter of the fight where he can get to me when he needs to.
So far away.
All right. So, yeah, Rock is just keeping
Fly up another, like, probably has to be about 70 here, above the stands.
Okay, sounds good.
Because the wall is 60, and he's like a couple of rows up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, are you doing that? Is that 70 from the ground level?
From the sand,
Okay, sounds good.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Blood Spider's turn. So it is currently prone on the ground, where Phelan has knocked it over. What's it gonna do? It is going to... it twists its body up towards you and is going to cast a spell on Greshy.
I will attempt to reverse necromancy, see if I can stop whatever this thing is.
Okay, does not seem to work. Give me a will save, please.
Very well. All right. Don't think there are any strange modifiers to this. 40 total.
40. Okay, you feel your mental faculties start to dull, but you manage to like close your eyes, start reciting druidic reminders to yourself to ground you in reality, and you feel okay. With that, it's going to use its third action to... Sorry, that was a 40. That was
40 total, but if it's success, it crit succeeds.
Okay. Yes, that is a success that crit succeeds then. So yeah, you fully resist the effect. Okay, then with its third action, it will... it'll just pop itself back up, float back to... it doesn't really stand, it just kind of floats, rotates itself off of the ground. That leaves the remaining skeletal fiend, who is going to claw its way... How does it want to do that? There it is. Okay. It doesn't want to fight directly, so it will... it's just going to go through the flames, I think. There's no effect for passing through the flames, right? It's just on your turn?
It's just once per round, so it's already taken... If it hasn't taken damage, though, it will take damage this round.
This one did not.
But is the trigger on entering it?
I'll double check here. I think it's just once something's in it once per round, but where are you?
Some of the spells are a little bit different on how they work.
They are a
Hey,
bit
we've got a raid
of
from
that.
Tabletop Rolls. Thank you. Hello.
Each creature the whirlwind moves through takes the damage with a basic reflex save, so I have to move it
Okay.
through a creature, not the other way around.
Yeah, so on off turns, it kind of, when you're not actively controlling it, it kind of thins out a bit. So creatures can still move through it. It's just a matter of...
If it's flying, though, it's difficult terrain for what that's worth.
I see. Okay. Okay, cool. Good to know, but it is going to try and move through. So 5, 10, 15, 20. This is all because of Gunn. 25, 30. And 35? No, that was... Should already move one diagonal. 5, 10,
That's it. Maybe not.
5. No, I think it has to use 2 actions if it wants to get all the way around. So, with Gunn trying to, battering it with his shield, the skeletal creature needs to use its second action to get all the way around behind Greshy and Phelan. But it will, now that it's here... actually, should it? No, it should. Okay, yes, it will. Now that's here, it will do an attack on Phelan. Targeting Phelan,
Right.
It will go for a jaw strike, and Phelan will be flat-footed to this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just add 2 circumstance, sure. That is a miss. 33 total, with flat-footed.
I see that. By
Yeah.
1.
Oops. Okay. For all of that, I think that's its turn. Greshy.
Very well. Wish it had moved where it just moved to. That would make this a little bit easier.
Fortitude saves.
No, that's true. Fortitude save start. That's correct. Phelan gets a 38, and Greshy's going to get... I'm going to use my hero point on that. 29. See if I can do better. No, I can't. It's a 28.
All right. The 38 is a success. The 28 or 29, I forget. I've been ruling your hero points as...
So 29
better, right?
then, if you want
So,
to.
yeah,
You
20
have been.
Yeah, so we'll, 29. That is a failure, though. Your eye, you feel this pressure, intense pressure on your eyes. You feel them pulling from your sockets as you look at this creature. You're fixated on it. Blood starts to stream from your tear ducts. On a failed save, you are drained 1. Hold on, let me. I have to. How do I? It's because I've popped it out. Right, I can't drag stuff if I pop out the sheet. Drain.
Yeah, pop out
Okay.
seems a little work.
So yes, that is visual. Okay, yeah. Trained 1 and sickened 1. Okay. Continue your turn.
Great. All right. What the hell was I doing? Guess to start with, we're going to send the fires zooming through this blood spider, just going straight down this direction.
All right. So it needs
Just
to make
gonna
a
go right
reflex
through it.
save.
It does. I've always got to find it again. There you are. It's a DC 36 right now.
All right. Rolling. That is a success with a 44.
All right. So then it takes 15 points of damage total.
All right.
Split up. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Anyway, Greshy's going to take one action to command Phelan to move us away a bit. So we're going to shift out of this position. And Phelan's going to move his way all the way over to the wall. He's got a move speed. The wall is 6 feet, you said? Could he leap
60.
it?
The wall is 60
Oh,
feet.
60 feet.
Yeah, 60.
Oh, well, that's a bit.
No,
further than
you
he
cannot leap
All right,
the
well,
wall.
he'll go these 60 feet there. That's a bit more than I thought.
I don't think you have the
what's his
jumping
fly
feats
speed
for that.
would be. What's his fly speed at right now? Fly speed of 40, so he can take 2 actions to go 40 feet up. Well, 1 action will go 20 feet up, so Phelan will continue to go upward with his second action, which does the same for Greshy. And does that put me close enough? No, you're still too damn far away, you bird. Shite. Just trying to get close enough to heal, but
Well.
instead,
We're close enough to get him targeted.
instead we're just going to start zapping this little spider here. Remind me, this bony skeleton was visible, correct? This one was visible, the other one was the
Yes.
one that was still secret.
Correct. Yes.
Great. Greshy's going to, out of frustration, notable frustration, to channel a bit of electricity and more builds until it forms a lightning bolt that starts to bounce from one to the next. It's only going to get the 2 of them, but that's fine.
Does the sequencing matter?
Not really.
In the chain at any point. Okay, there's no like
if you
crit
want to start-
success ends the chain. No, crit success does end the chain.
It does actually stop after.
So pick your order.
So it will matter which order it goes in. We'll start with the Blood Spider, or the Crimson Walker.
All right. Scarlet Walker, by the way. They're Scarlet.
Scarlet Walker, sorry.
Dad, Scarlet.
Not Crimson, the Scarlet Pumpernickel.
All right, 35. That's a failure. And then the other one, the Bony Fiend, also roll. That's a natural 1 for a critical failure. Oh boy.
Well,
This is electricity
that's
damage.
57 points of electric damage. Correct.
So this one takes the full and then an additional amount for weakness from the Blood Spider, Scarlet Walker. I've changed their names to Blood Spider on my screen, so I just keep saying Blood Spider. And the other one, takes double damage, but no electricity weakness that you are aware of. So that is a lot. It's 114 points of electricity damage as a massive bolt of electricity leaps from your hands, or from your staff, to the Scarlet Walker and then on through the Fiend. And I'll say it like keeps going and then fizzles out against this pillar back here behind it.
I unfortunately not going to reach Gamigin, but wanted to. And that is my round.
Okay. Asher, you're up.
Am I in its little circle?
Yes, you're kind of on the edge, but yeah.
Okay.
Give me a fortitude
Just
save.
barely.
And the circle of pain.
Greshy do his free sustain thing.
Oh, wait.
Okay,
Sorry, you were
that was the
sickened,
movement.
right?
I was sickened, That shouldn't
Does that
affect anything, correct?
anything?
Oh,
Well, I've been-
you a failure chance or
it-
something?
No, it hits my It hits
It
my
should just affect your
DCs.
DCs, right? Stats penalty.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's why it's been 36 right now. It's usually
on there?
37.
Yeah. Okay.
thought-
I just didn't
thought
take the
that
action
was
to
like
purge.
Got a 43.
43 is your critical success. You're fine.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Flying over here.
Okay. You fly away from
Then I
the
will-
mob.
Do it. If I do hunted shot, I know I can split them between creatures. Do I have
Yes.
to decide to do that like before my hunted shot, or can I do like hunted shot and then hunted shot another and resolve?
Oh, I see.
that way.
No, I think you have to, since it's one action to do both these things, I'd say you have to choose your targets before you fire.
I'll go for the Scarlet Walker for now.
Okay.
Right.
Both shots at the Scarlet Walker?
Actually, you know, in this case, I'm not going to do a 100 shot. I'll just do a normal shot.
Okay.
Let's do a normal person.
Yeah, this is actually a good case
Normal
for doing a normal
infantry
shot versus
shot.
unhunted.
All right,
And this is on
43.
The Scarlet Walker, that is
That's
a hit.
the yes, Scarlet Blood Walker.
The Scarlet's Pumpernickel. That's all I'm going to call it now.
All right, everything is right this time.
49 points of damage. You're doing
Electric.
electricity again. That is enough. The arrow flies true, hits the center of the Scarlet Walker, and explodes in a violent bath of blood, splattering everywhere. The skeletal fiend is now soaked red.
And I will do my unclick everything. Second strike at the skeleton.
Okay.
This
Skeletal fiend.
a 37 for that one.
37 will hit. Roll damage.
And I'm not putting electricity on this one because I have
Okay.
no idea what that will do.
I mean, it does just take a bunch of zap damage, but
Yeah.
That's
doesn't
true.
do extra.
So this would be a
Actually, it did seem
38.
to do extra.
Well,
True. 38 points of mixed piercing force fire cold damage.
nice.
Minus some amount for resistance will still take it out. Your arrow flies true. It's just turned its head to look at you, and the arrow pierces right through its skull, splits the creature in half, and as both sides hit the ground, the bones kind of scatter and start to dissolve away.
Well,
Unfortunately, I can't do anything but stride or strike. There's no striking to be done. So I will stride around.
I mean, you can always shoot outside of your range.
Well,
He's
it's in my
100.
range. It's
that
just,
is in your range.
My range
You
is
got like
200
Hi.
for my weapon because I do have something to double it. So I
Yeah,
can
he's about-
ham.
Shoot him. Shoot the right prick.
Just start shooting at him like you. I'm gonna get you.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're just
You
like,
know what? I'll do that. I think
What was
that's
Asher's
kind of
class
fun.
called again?
Ranger?
My ranger, my
ranger?
eldritch, my ranger.
A millier?
Yeah, I would give him a little bit of cover just from the
Okay.
like the walls and stuff, but it's just a +2.
Yeah.
A 25. I'm like, pew.
Okay, yeah, you turn and
It's just a
uh,
one
Jamming
shot.
it from down
aim up
here.
into the high seats, take your shot, and Gamigin very easily flicks the arrow away once it reaches him.
Oh, look out.
Oh,
Alright.
yes, this. Oh my god.
All right, you take 15 points of bleed damage at the end of your turn, and that 9 is not enough to remove it. So you're still bleeding out onto the field. Your blood is you're just like
Raining
leaving a
blood.
trail of blood
It's raining.
behind you.
I don't care
okay.
about this blood.
Gamigin's turn. So,
Oh, there's.
you've defeated my minions this easily. His voice echoes throughout the arena. Let's see what he does. He is going to... I think he's got one more. He does.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
I've had enough of you. Die! And I need another. Let's see, how big can he get this? Where can he place it? I think he can still get everybody. Can he get Rock as well? I don't think so. No.
Sacrifice
Rock
one of
being way
us.
up there.
Yeah, with Rock being so far away, he's not able to catch all of you. But he is able to get everyone in range. So give me another, I believe this was a reflex save. Yes, reflex save, everybody. As another burst of cold and then darkness shoots out over the battlefield. That's a 42 from Phelan, a 36 from Greshy,
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
a natural 1 for a 30 for Gunn, and a 47 from Asher. Asher, yours is a
He's
success,
still
so
not
you
anywhere
crit
close to
succeed.
me.
Just roll out of it.
Yeah, you dodge roll out of the way.
I also slap it to the side. Slap
With the
away the
bow.
energy. Get out of here.
You can produce a very minor barrier of energy as you dart out of the way.
Slap it. I can
you've got
slap
a little
things
bit.
too.
Gun, that is a crit save.
Actually,
crit fail.
32 total, but that's not gonna. Yeah, it's still gonna be a crit fail, isn't
32
it?
is still going to be a crit fail, yeah. Because it would still fail, and the natural 1 makes that a crit success. Or a crit failure, regardless.
Yup.
So it's crit fail.
Two consecutive nat ones on saves.
Yeah, Greshy is a fail. Phelan
So
is a
it's-
success.
Alright.
Okay. So this is going to be. I'll roll the cold damage first. That's 8d10 of that. So 44 points of cold damage, double for Gunn. So that's 88 on Gunn.
Minus 10.
So 78 for Gunn. And then I'll roll the 8d4 negative damage, which should only affect just Gunn in this case. So Gunn will take double the negative damage. So instead of 18, you'd be taking 36.
That could have been worse. But it still hurts.
And for his third action, he starts like waving his offhand in front of him, generating a shield. Gun.
Well, I was basically planning to do this. I don't think that changes my plan too much. But maybe it should. Check.
Sorry, let me remove this explosion
check
from the
which
battlefield.
Spells I have left. I got. How's everybody doing? Okay.
Don't try bothering to heal us.
Hmm?
Don't bother with Phelan and Greshy for the time being.
Well, if I called Rock down and then did a 3-action heal,
Mm-hmm.
um,
And you did positive healing to everybody around you.
oh, fair enough.
You would
Yeah.
hurt.
Now, I might be out of range. I'm just letting you know, please don't bother trying to heal me.
Yeah, that's a good reminder. You look a little bit ghostly over there.
Well,
We are 40 feet, so technically we'd be out of range if you want to burst it. Which is good.
No, I think that.
How does Greshy communicate this in character?
I mean, I suppose he wouldn't be able to
can't-
communicate that,
I
but
can't move and burst anyway, and so I won't be able to reach anybody with a burst except for, yeah.
you don't have a way to get free
Anybody?
reach. Well,
Except for Rock if I called him
Mhm.
over. So I will not do that.
Yeah, Asher
I
is
will-
65 feet
Ah.
away.
I'll do a 2-action self-heal using the bear beads that I have. So I gotta. Now this is gonna come out of my spell slot, but I'll reset it afterwards. This is 48 plus 32, I suppose, so 55.
All right,
Mhm.
place a hand on your
What's
chest,
yourself
healing
doing?
yourself for however much you just said. 23 plus some of that.
55 total.
All right, 55 HP.
Take 2 more actions. We're gonna do we're gonna start flying up and forward with actually, if I run across the ground, I can run way faster, huh? Because
Mhm.
of the elemental gift of air. And maybe I can even break line of sight. Let's do a quick measure. Yeah, I can get all the way to. No. I can get to there, I think. So,
All right, with the boost of the
actually, there. That
wind,
may be
you
enough to
make
break
your way
line of
all
sight
the way up to the edge of the, or like the base of the outer wall, breaking your line of sight with Gamigin,
And
but also
then-
his with yours.
For remaining action, I'll call Rock down to me. And so he can also fly speed of 70 and double rate descending.
Yeah, he can easily get over to you.
Minus 30. He can get to about here, I think, in ground
Yeah,
level.
105.
Or he can come over here and just not quite be. He'll still be at plus 20, 30? Plus 30. Yeah, plus 30. Perfect. Perfection. He's
Okay,
down
you-
under the wall.
All right, he flies down towards you. And that's it.
Yep.
Top of the round. Greshy, you're
Oh,
up.
right.
You're quickened.
Oh, I don't actually have to
trained,
roll
and
a
sickened.
fortitude save this time. How
Nope.
fun. Feeling as out of it as he is, I think Greshy's finally going to take a moment and attempt to retch. I believe that's the action to try and get rid of the second condition.
Yeah, so in this case, it's like such an intense pressure on your eyes, you need to like rub your eyes to
Try and...
smooth out the pressure.
All right. But now that that spider thing is gone, that
You know,
having retched, I feel, or having rubbed my eyes and helped alleviate that, I feel better? Or do I need to do anything
I
else?
think you have to do a flat save. One
you
sec,
have to
let me
flat
double
check.
check what the flat check is. You could roll the flat check and I can tell you what it is after, but...
Oh, it's a fortitude save against the DC of the effect that made me sickened.
okay. Cool.
Well, or at least that's the baseline sickened situation. So fort save, I
yes,
suppose.
Yep, this is the fort save.
God. 27. I imagine that doesn't do much.
Nope, that is a failure.
We're gonna try again.
Okay.
Fuck it. I need to get feeling better. Well, that'll do. That's a natural 20 for 43.
Okay, that is enough to remove the second condition. The drain should still last until you sleep for an hour or whatever the normal is.
Sure. However, I restore
Yeah,
myself.
You need a full night's
Um,
rest.
Suppose we'll go ahead and spend. We'll have the rune with flash on our forehead, and we'll continue moving this little fire whirl towards the only enemy on the field at the moment. And third action for Greshy. Spent 2 actions there. Third action for Greshy will be to command Phelan. Phelan will take his actions to fly back, actually. We're going to... No, we do want to go up, so 60 feet will be 3 actions, so we're going to go 80 feet up total. And that is everyone's actions. Yay.
Okay, so two of you fly up 80 feet.
Go right up.
All right, straight up. Asher.
Okay. It's 1 action to drink a potion, right? Or is that your whole turn still?
You need to draw the potion and then drink the potion, so it's effectively 2.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. First, I'm gonna hunt prey Gamigin again.
All right.
Right up there. What a guy.
Focus your
And
eyes on his
then-
movements.
From my gloves of storing, which I use so rarely, I produced my greater healing potion that I had stored in there.
All right.
Smart.
Yeah, and your
I will-
offhand that you normally draw arrows from, you snap your fingers and the potion appears in your hand.
With a silly straw, and I drink it again, and I think I just click this. 47
Dang. It's a good potion.
healing? Yes, it's very
Oh.
expensive potion.
Actually, sorry, free hand. It's
What?
actually a free action to draw an item stored in the gloves.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I-
Oh,
I
goodness.
I didn't know that either.
It costs a store, but you can just retrieve automatically. That's how Greshy does his wand shenanigans.
Yeah, so 1 action to put away,
Ooh,
but just a free action to appear.
I have a mystery.
But you can only activate it like that
so I
once
will
per
drink
minute.
it.
Okay, drink.
Yeah, that's fine. I think there's only 1 thing in there anyway.
All right, that's
Oh,
what,
no.
47 points of healing.
Was it a 1? It was a 6. Okay. Wait, I'll do that in a second.
Okay.
I'm the worst at math. Let's go,
Oh, so-
calculator. Come here.
Yeah, what you can do, you don't have to calculate it.
Oh, can you just? You can just do it.
Yeah, you can just click your character and then click the little heal button in the chat card.
Ooh,
And it should just give it to you. There you go.
Magic. There you are.
we did it. Oh, we're so good at that. All right. Okay. He's up there. I love just shooting things far away. If I get, so does he have cover just because he's up there? Would I have to like go up there and?
Yeah, if you went up
Get him.
higher, so he's currently standing. There's like some seats in the way, and just the low angle that you're firing from is like he's got the high ground advantage right now. If you were at a closer level to him, then I would negate that.
Okay. I will actually. Yeah. I'll use my 9 and attempt to shoot him here.
All right, 9 points. Oops, that was giving you a point.
Yes, 50 points. We'll find. I'll learn where things are. He's hunt prey. It's the first attack. We will strike. Go strike. So that's a 41 plus 9 of 50.
50. All right, that will hit, and that is a critical. And is this an elemental shot or anything special?
I didn't put anything on it, no.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate because I think half my damage doesn't work.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
And I think this has applied everything, yes. Okay. This should be good.
Okay. Sorry.
Is he
What was the
floating next to a
total?
surface you can pin him to?
The total is 41. Okay.
Yeah,
Still.
so I
eight-
also,
88.
Yeah, 80.
Sorry, I meant the attack.
Oh, you mean the
roll
total of the
41.
actual 2 hit?
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot
Oh,
about
yes,
his. I forgot that he
41.
cast shield. But shield is just a +2, right?
Mm-hmm. Just like a regular shield, as far as I'm aware. And you have to raise it.
Shield is just a +1. Casting it is raising it.
Oh, even worse.
Okay, sorry. So yes,
Oh, that's right.
you do hit. That is 88 points of damage. As the arrow strikes, though, It reduces all you watch as all of the like elemental effects around the arrow seem to kind of fizzle a bit as they pass through his barrier. He seems to have resistance to one or maybe multiple of those effects. So let's see. I'm gonna just give him take the full damage, and I'm gonna give him health back. Let's see. So he's immune to that. He's immune to that one. This one he resists part of. He's only taking 1 point of force damage. He's immune to the fire and cold, and the regular damage he is resisting. The regular piercing. Oops, I just made him take more damage. That's all I meant to do.
So,
okay.
As far as that goes, like the extra effects, should I do those too? Or because of the immunity, like some of these won't trigger, like the fort save, it should be flat-footed until my next turn now.
Right. This is a crit.
Crit.
Oh, that's a good question on the other elemental effects. I think they still. Maybe the elemental effects associated with those. So the cold and the fire effect won't trigger.
Okay.
Which kind of makes sense if they were immune to the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're immune to the fire and cold, so neither of those trigger. He still took 1 point of force damage, so that one still happens. And any other effects will still happen.
Still pin him to something?
Succeed a DC 37 fortitude save, or he's pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
And then pinned to whatever he's pushed back into.
Yeah. Pinned as well.
He rolled a 44. What was the DC?
Oh,
37.
37? Okay, he's fine.
So he did a great job.
And I would say from this angle, since he's not actually...
to a surface?
Yeah, I would say he can't be pinned to anything from this angle.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah. If it had pushed him back into a wall, it would have.
He's flat-footed now until... Sorry. He's flat-footed now until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So a full round plus me. He's flat-footed.
And flat-footed to everyone, or just you?
To everybody.
To everybody.
Nice.
So yeah, you do hit him with the arrow hard in the chest.
Excellent.
He like reels back a few steps, and it's like the top half of his body is pushed back by the forceful effect, but his 4 legs like snap to the ground and like pin him in. So he like kind of rocks back and then lurches forward. He was flying, but he's flying just above the ground. So, all right, that's it.
I'm just gonna move about.
Oh, sorry, you still had more.
This is my last.
Continue.
Yeah, I had the free thing, and then I'm just gonna move. It's not gonna be exciting. I'm gonna move here.
All right,
we did it.
And then you take 22 points of bleed damage.
Oh my god.
That's 2 11s on the 2d12s.
Let's see. I
near maximum.
This. And then I do. Oh, look at that! I will eventually deal with it.
Do you have a hero point still?
I do.
Okay. Just wondering.
We're okay. I drank the potion for a reason.
That's true. That's true. That was the important
thing. This was still going on.
What's he gonna do? Okay.
Oh my god.
On his turn. I want to do those. That would have been cool. Yeah, okay. He's gonna cast another spell, this time on himself.
Alright. Well out of range.
Can't see him anyway.
Cool. Let me give him an aura that I can see. Actually, everybody can see it, sure. What's the range on it? So what he wants to do? Yeah, fine. Oh, never mind. No, that's not the spell I thought it was. I did not read it. In that case,
Alright.
sure. Let's just... he's going to... first action, he's going to hold up his main spellcasting hand and summon his trident back to his hands. I believe it was sitting over here somewhere. So he resummons the trident and... we'll float kind of up and over this fire pit. So, no. He's actually going to float back up with his remaining 2 actions to get all the way to the top of the arena. And he's going to, so he should have enough, he has enough movement to fly up, and he's going to take cover behind, there's a statue up here. So he will fly up and then take cover. Alright, Gunn.
I will drop the prayer beads where I'm at. I'm going to use 2 actions to fly straight up, and a third to mount onto rock, and a 4th to hit him with a lay on hands. So we'll start with there's that. Oh, I've got him selected. I need to select myself again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I do that, and then I pick him, and then I say healing, and it's not gonna... did not
48
give him
points
any
of
help.
healing.
I mean, it's a fixed number, but I thought it was gonna apply it to...
Oh, well, you can
rock.
click your token and then click the heal button on the chat card that's output. So if you're healing rock, click on rock, select rock, and then select heal in the chat
Oh,
card.
I see there, that little heal button. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, cool. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Cool.
Okay. From there, the 2 of us can use Rock's 1 action to fly back up to the top of the wall.
All right. So you fly up and just crest the edge of the railing.
You can even land on it.
Sure. Yeah, you perches on the railing. And that's it for your turn?
That's it.
All right. Top of the round, it's Greshy.
We're moving the whirl vortex further north. That's not where it's supposed to be. Okay. There we are. Not that it's going to get it anywhere, but not much else to do with that at the moment. In the meantime, Greshy's going to actually command Phelan to drop the forms. So Phelan will take his first action to drop spirit form, which also drops it for Greshy at that point. And then we'll command Phelan to move closer. So he still has a pretty good speed. Actually, this is flight speed for sure. It is still 40. Good. That's 120. How much would I need to go up to get to, say, here?
The
stands.
second wall is another 20 feet.
Okay. So 80, 100, and I can go 120. So that should be fine.
Okay, so you fly up to the second level,
yep.
but to the segment that's one clockwise direction to the right.
Slowly getting closer to whatever this creature is, and Greshy will spend his remaining 2 actions, having commanded Phelan, to heal him. And we'll cast Heal Animal. 2 actions. That is 8d8 plus some number. 8 times 8, 64. So 48 plus 64 to Phelan. He's looking pretty good now that he's gotten some restorative belly rubs, as it were. Not really. We're flying. We're fighting. But that will be the end of Greshy's turn.
So, was that supposed to heal Greshy as well, or?
No, that was just healing Phelan.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That was a heal animal.
I see, but it showed me that you healed too. Did you undo it?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's.
It says Phelan is healed for. Oh, it does say Greshy is.
Did I
healed.
accidentally heal myself?
Yeah, I think you accidentally healed yourself
Oh.
in there.
No, you're not supposed to be healed. Take that back, Greshy.
I'm like, I don't think you're an animal.
No, you're right.
Not currently. All right, Asher, you're up.
Huh.
If you're talking, you might be muted. Or I can't hear you at all.
Hi.
I still can't hear you. Hello.
All right. You can't
Now I
hear
can
me? All
hear you.
right. I did mute myself.
Ah.
I'm not sure how to word this, but so he had the shield that he cast last time. Was that like a visible thing that you could kind of see? Like he was-
Yes. Yeah. He does not seem to
Okay.
have that particular. So he cast a regular magic shield, which you would.
Yeah.
You've seen in you know that regular magic shield is just a bonus to AC, and he can reduce damage incoming. And actually, he should have.
Blocked with it.
Yeah, I should have removed. Let me give him some of that damage back. But that does break his shield, so he can't use that. He cannot use the shield anymore. But the effect that was blocking the elemental damage, that seemed to be something else.
Yeah. Is there a way for me to think about what that was?
That
Or
would
would I have to
be-
know the spell?
Your character does not know the spell off by default,
Hmm.
but that would be a religion. Let me check what the. You can tell there is some spell effect on him. Sorry, let me determine what schools is this even. This would be an Arcana check to try and identify whatever spell is giving him that
Alright.
that protection.
We have this good luck. You can do it. Alright, whatever. It's a 27.
27, and this
Not
is
so much.
a blank level spell. No, you don't. You have no idea what that is. Oh, actually, sorry. You. Fuck. You have.
Oh dear, it's a dubious knowledge territory.
Oh no, it's
What
dubious
do I
knowledge
think it
territory.
is? Yay!
Might it be, Asher? What possibly?
Dubious knowledge is so hard for this kind of
That's all I
instance.
need.
I see. So you think that this spell... So you're not sure what the spell is, but you think the spell might be either just like purely mitigating damage, elemental damage, or it is absorbing the damage and powering him up in some way. You're not sure.
That could be bad.
That's good enough for me. Because I would love to use, and we'll probably whiff this completely, which excites me. Where is it? Where'd you go?
Oh, and you think it's either 5 or 10 is the resistance. You're not sure. Like the whatever number it's changing the damage by, it's either 5 or 10.
How do I send this? All right.
Phase
He's
arrow?
hiding. It's nice that he's hiding. I've never shot an enemy who's hiding before, so yay for me. This is just take a normal shot, right? Make a bow strike against a foe observed or hidden to you, but not undetected. He's one of these two, right? Observed or hidden, since he's
Yes.
hiding.
Yep,
taking
you can.
cover.
Yeah, he is observed, and this shot passes, goes into a straight line, passing through non-magical barriers or walls, so it ignores all cover, concealed, hidden, and circumstance bonus to AC from shields.
And a plus, if he's wearing any armor, it's a +4 status bonus to hit.
That's a good question. I
don't know if he is, though.
don't. Let me check his old stat block. Because I don't think he's wearing armor. No. No, he's not wearing any armor. He's just naturally this tough, baby.
Alright. Do I have a little 1? Is that a 1 there that I get? Can I use that 1?
Yes, you do have a 1.
Have my little
Use the
strike.
1, I think.
Yay! Strike.
Oh,
Right.
Sorry, were there more in the chat?
Oh, I didn't even need it.
Natural 20 for a 49.
Yay,
that is a crit. You fire through the. You don't even try to. Normally, you're trying to arc your shots. You just fire straight through the stands, like through the wall, through the stands. It just pierces right through this. It like pops through the statue and just right into him. Roll that critical damage, please.
Whee! Luckily, he has protections in place. Good for him.
He does have
there's
some
my
protections
roll.
in place. Is this enough? Alright, he was still flat-footed to you. The cover doesn't matter.
Now, did you happen to do any sort of elemental damage on top of that with the arrow type? Or did you leave it this time?
No, I have no idea if he's weak to anything.
That's true.
I've not tried thinking about it, and I don't remember if you said anything.
I hadn't said anything about him. So,
Okay, so that looks like 46 plus 21 points of... so 61 points of piercing damage. Brutal. What do we call that? It's that much. And then on top of that, force that. Those 3 are all resisted. Okay, so he's ignoring the force, the fire, and the cold effect. But he does take the full, or he does take some damage from the rest of the shot. It hurts pretty
pin him
bad.
to the wall now.
Yes, you could pin him to the outer wall. Yes, you can pin him to the outer wall.
That trick.
Alright.
I love the
That's
phasing
a
arrow
timing
until
trick.
it hits him and just bam, right into the
Yeah, who
wall.
was it who used to do that? That's
That's nice. That's really good.
name.
It's again flat-footed until my next turn.
Okay, yeah, this time you like pin him through his neck. The arrow makes a fully physical form as it's like pinned him to the back wall. He's like struggling to tear himself free. Any other actions?
I have 2 more. Alright. I'm gonna
Shoot him again.
come. I guess getting closer isn't any better. Yeah, I'll try and shoot at him again, even though he's still behind. It'll be a worse shot this time. Not as exciting. But we'll try. Why not? Let's go. 37.
37.
gets
Even though he's
something.
flat-footed, this time you have to actually properly arc the shot through the statue and cover. That is not enough to hit. That is a miss.
That's perfectly fine. We will float our way about. Whee.
All right, you float off to the side. And is that your turn?
I think that's it. Yep.
All right. Into your turn,
I love fate now.
you take 6 points of
Oh,
bleed
this
damage.
again. All right.
And
Let's
roll the
summon
save.
all of our good luck. Nope. But we got
Still
closer. We're getting
12
there.
on the flat check. All right.
Licked at least one toe. My bad.
Does he do it? He's going to try. Can I do that? Okay, he begins casting again. Assuming no one can stop him. He disappears. He kind of shifts through the ground and reappears on the ground behind Asher.
He knows my range is my weakness.
I guess that actually he teleported out of being pinned, so so he's not pinned anymore, but he still is flat-footed. As he gets this close to Asher, I need this is a will save from you, please.
Will.
Even though you're flying, you're still close enough to him because he's large.
Oh, I somehow assumed he was flying. 36.
I guess he doesn't have to appear on the ground necessarily, but
that's true.
36 is a success. Okay. And for his third action,
See, someone's looking over here.
he is going to try and strike you, and I'll use my 9 points.
There you go.
Yes.
So he thrusts out with his trident to try and attack you. That is a 52 to hit, which is a critical.
There's no way that's not a critical.
Yes, your AC is 37.
Like, I don't even
yes,
think I need to look.
that is very much a crit. So let me go and roll crit damage.
I deserve
it. Sure, I'll just reveal to everybody. That's 70 points of damage. 54 piercing, 9 cold, 7 evil. So I think you reduce the cold from your resistance.
Oh, I have to. Yes. So wait, how do I do that from here?
Just take the damage and then add it back.
See the total, but not the.
And then here, all right.
Oh, you can see the total, but not. Okay. Yeah. So just give yourself.
Yep, it works perfectly.
Cool. That part of the high GM rolls works apparently. That's cool. I turned it on but didn't test it earlier today because I forgot. What's happened? Oh, I see. Accidental healing potion roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
did I click on? I didn't.
yeah. Yeah, I'll post delete that.
So.
Okay, so yeah, so he stabs you with that. I need also a fortitude save, please. As the did you take any cold damage or was it all negated? It did 9
How much
total.
did it, so it's yes, I did not take any.
Okay,
So
then
let me
never
take
mind
away
on the fourth
one,
save.
If it's just 9.
Yeah, it was just 9 points of cold damage. Okay, so since that's the case,
that's good. Oh my gosh! Look
Why do you
at me
keep
healing.
rolling that?
I don't know. I
potion?
hit a button and it just throws them.
that's weird. Okay,
Oh,
Wait,
is
what
it
if I
on your
hit-
is it on your quick bar down at the bottom?
maybe.
No.
Oh, then I don't know.
Well, in any
Where
case,
is it coming
so
from?
he's warped behind you. He stabs you in the back with his trident,
How?
dealing some damage and cold damage. That is his turn. I shall take you down.
Okay.
Sure can try.
Not
I'm
today.
gonna try to take you down too.
He's activated my trap card.
Oh.
Rock and I are going to. I'm going to command Rock to fly his max distance here, straight down to where. Let's say 5. Off the ground.
Okay, you glide down
Actions.
towards Gamigin.
And actually, Rock can take his one attack.
Before that, since you're close enough, I need both of you to roll fortitude saves.
That's true. We do need to do
Oh, actually, no, you don't have to. Sorry, that's a lie. You did this earlier in the encounter.
Oh, right, beginning of. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got close to him at the start.
Well, let's give. That's true. We did. What is that one? That's the support benefit. He can do that while I'm mounted, right? Yeah, we'll do this instead of.
Instead of attacking? Yep, you can
Attacking
take the
the
support benefit. Oh, actually, no. Didn't we remove? Oh, no. We gave the
Does he
support
have
benefit.
the mount ability? If you gave him mount, then he's fine. But if not, then, it doesn't
I
work.
did give him mount.
Yes.
Then he should be able to do it.
It was a question of whether or not we kept the Giant Eagle or the bird ability on Giant Eagle, but I think in the end I
Oh,
decided
that's
to give
right.
it back.
I think you. Yeah, you decided to buff him back up a little because he was
Yeah.
having some. Not that this will probably be. This is just some bonus.
still good. So yeah, you
My trick.
Rock is aims to go for the
He doesn't
eyes.
provide flanking, right?
No.
He doesn't provide flanking. You need a feat to do that with your
Mhm.
mounted creature.
Correct.
That's okay. I'm going
It's
to
a
throw
druid
9 points behind my attack here.
Okay.
I'm going to use
Pour everything into it.
my strike. And it's a good thing because it would have only been a 33. Now it's a 42.
33 plus that 9 is just barely a hit. Yep. 42. Go ahead, roll the damage.
Okay. We're going to do regular damage of 25. We're going to do... where do we have actions? Erastil's arrow. 34 additional flying air wave, shockwave damage.
All right, so it's 25 plus the full 34 for 60 points, plus weakness minus resistance, so still 60. So yeah, you fly towards him. You're one-handing the sword, right? Still.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's correct.
Your whole one hand holding. You've got your shield in hand. You're also kind of gripping the reins. Rock leans back to scratch his talon towards the devil as you thrust right into the center of his face. The burst of wind sends Asher kind of flying back a bit, but you slam Gamigin hard into this pillar, impaling him on it. And that is the end of the encounter. Whoop.
And Gunn just ran in and stabbed him.
Damn it.
His form kind of jitters a bit. The trident drops to the ground.
Well, it was fun. I guess this contract
No.
is terminated.
No. In the end, you were still an unworthy prey. Disappointed head shake.
You back away from his body, and it kind of slumps to the ground. And this whole form begins to just sink into the, not quite into the soil. As he's sinking into the soil, he's dissolving at the same time, returning
Most
to
grievous insult I could think of.
hell. All right.
Greshy and Phelan flying.
Am I
all
still
the way
bleeding out over
It,
here?
Oh shit! Actually, yes.
Because people are
Hold on,
bleeding.
wait.
and people
Go
are
back,
hurt.
go back. Move
All right,
yourself back.
Fine. I'm back.
For Asher
It's
is in
back
fact still
initiative.
bleeding.
It is my turn.
Ow.
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 Sorry, I'll redo that.
Both
I'll
at
just
45 and I don't remember.
Actually,
the turn
technically
order
it's my
doesn't.
turn.
True. You do still
sorry,
have
John.
actions.
2 actions.
How do I get you guys back in the initiative tracker?
But that would probably be
I see.
jump off and run over to Asher.
How do you wait? You commanded as well this round, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you have free command?
No, but I have a free strike.
Oh, that's right. You're
Yeah, from
I keep
haste.
forgetting we're hasted.
So yeah, just jump off and run over to Asher.
Go heal him.
Ow. My blood.
Sorry, but you guys all back in the initiative tracker. I'll roll dice, but it doesn't matter. And
Brock will look
then
over this way too. Like,
it was what?
everyone's-
Gunn at the bottom, Greshy and at the top.
Mhm.
Why is this ordering not working? There we go. Okay, sorry. So yeah,
Nope.
Gunn, you run over
Yeah.
to. Oops, ignore that. You drop down, run over to Asher. Is that all of your actions though for the round?
That's all
Or do
my
you-
actions.
Okay.
Mhm.
Greshy.
All right. Well, people are hurt. We're getting in there. Going to spend our first action to command Phelan. So Phelan's going to we'll spend. No, we'll go and just spend the one action, and Phelan will fly at his 40-foot speed. 3 actions to get us to there, which is I think still a bit out of range, unfortunately. But Greshy is going to dismount off of Phelan now, and will fly off on his own to make up the rest of the distance.
Okay, so yeah, one action to dismount and then fly.
And then he's going to descend at double speed. So that was 15 out to 40, so we can go 20, 40 down. Excellent.
All right.
So,
So
slowly
you-
getting closer, but that will be
Yep.
the end of my turn.
Asher.
Yeah, because I'm still flying.
Yep.
Alright. Asher's gonna drop down. Can you just drop down or do I have to descend?
I mean,
Oh, you can descend, but it goes at twice the normal speed if you descend straight down,
yeah.
as long as it's straight down.
I'm straight down.
Mhm.
I thought it was-
Whee!
The vertical component is.
No, specifically straight down. If you're going down at diagonal, it's your regular fly
Oh,
speed.
okay.
I've landed.
Okay. So yeah, you gently float down with action one.
Is there anything I can do to stop the bleeding, or do I just sit here rolling? Can I just spend the rest of my turn rolling?
If you had a medicine you could treat wounds to try and reduce it. Otherwise, for bleed, I don't think there's any particular special actions you could take to reduce the DC.
I'll just sit
Let
here.
me
and
say, hold on,
bleed.
persistent blood. Yeah, I don't think. No, fire damage is the other types of persistent damage. You can use actions to reduce it, but unless you had some specific action that you were going to try to take to staunch the bleeding, yeah.
Ow. My body. As I continue
Stop
to
hurting.
bleed.
All right.
Ah.
9
I barely
points of
noticed this. Alright, give myself.
the blood
Oh,
And-
man.
recovery check.
Ah!
12. Gun.
We can do it. As a team.
Asher is bleeding out pretty
You can
badly
heal
from
him
his
to full,
chest.
he'll be fine.
Yeah,
Ow.
everyone's here. Everyone's pretty
Keep
close.
trying
Just
to
about.
touch
I'm,
it with
I'm
my,
almost
dirty
there.
hand,
I'm still 40 feet up.
Ugh.
But feel free to burst your heal if that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
I'm fine now.
So, Gunn will call his wand of healing to hand, and then use the 6th level heal that's in that. So, and I'll just go ahead and drop it from a spell slot. Oh, I can't use it from a spell slot that I don't have. Game is being very honest about the rules, so I'll have to trick it to make sure that I can
Sorry, what are you trying to do?
the thing. I'm doing the thing in the easiest available way. I'm going, which means I'm going to fake give myself back a spell slot and then cast heal out of my spell slots to get the proper thing. With actually, first thing I'm going to do is use my last focus spell to cast Angelic Halo.
All right, you give yourself your Angelic Halo as you focus your divine energy. This gives you increased healing. Be equal to double the heal spell's level, so this would be plus 12, since you're doing a level 6 heal spell.
Yep.
Alright.
So that'll be 47 to the three of us and Rock.
You can type /roll flat number as well. So yeah, you can just heal. Everybody can heal off of those two.
I am not in
12.
range yet.
Oh, is Greshy not quite? Okay.
Not quite.
Um,
That's alright.
Alright, that's Gunn's turn. Greshy.
Well, as the radiant light fades, you get to look up and see Greshy's magnificent form, all of his robes wafting in the wind, as you can look straight up and see underneath. But he does descend, and he then casts some heals to try and bring some people up. In fact, we're going to drop our big heal on... We'll just do a burst. That actually sounds like a good idea. Gunn started it, we're going to keep going with it. So that will be a 3-action burst to hit everybody. So that will be 36 more points of healing for everyone around us.
Plus the 12 again? Or does
Plus the 12.
Angelic Halo works on everybody.
I think it's just all healing in range. Isn't that correct, Gunn?
Yep. Yeah, everybody in the Halo's range gains
so.
the status bonus.
Yep. So as long as I get close enough, I get that bonus too. So very nice. Thank you.
Or, oh, sorry,
Take
does
that
it...
healing.
Yeah, duration... Yeah. I think that's how it works.
That's what it looks like. So perfect.
Alright.
And Phelan for his single action will just descend straight down
Okay.
and will hit the ground.
Sure.
Thump.
Feeling very good, but I'm still bleeding.
You should
Yeah.
stop with the
Blood
bleeding, Asher. Why
Will
is
not
this?
clot. I have put so much dirt in it.
I have some bandages. You'd have to
Probably
grab them off of my
bandage
chest
me.
at the moment. I can't move because it's not my action. But
Alright, should I grab? Reach this up to grab.
I mean, Greshy's not that tall. You can kind of
Aw.
mostly reach. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, you could use... I would say it would take 2 actions to pull off enough of the tools. You need to drop... So, drop your bow, use 2 actions to start pulling the
Yep.
bandages and stuff off of Greshy. And then 3rd action to medicine check on yourself.
Medicine check time.
Uh,
Is it just it's a medicine roll?
yeah, it would be a
Yeah.
medicine roll. Normal medicine roll.
35. Medicining.
35 on... Oh, actually, well, we're still in... Oh, I see. But there's a medicine check to stop bleeding, right? What is that? Stop
There is, I
bleeding.
believe.
Administer first aid.
Or you can just treat it as a way of assisting.
Administer first aid is actually 2 actions. So, okay, it's 1 action to pull the stuff off of him. That's fine. 2 actions to administer first aid to stop bleeding. It's a medicine check. DC is usually the DC of the effect that caused the bleed. In which case, that's the creature. Let me go find the creature. What was the creature's DC? For some reason, Foundry's being a little unhappy right now. Come on. Okay.
What was that thing that caused the bleeding?
It was one of the Scarlet
Scarlet Walker.
Walkers. Yeah. This would be.
I was wrong,
a level
Greshy. I told you I was wrong, though.
You did tell me,
Uh,
but those things are nasty.
DC in this case is 31, and you got a 35. You succeed. You are no longer bleeding.
If I don't succeed, this is how I die: a slowly bleeding. trying to
Hey,
cover
in
the
Pathfinder,
blood.
that's how a
Point
lot
of-
of characters
point of order.
die. Yeah.
blood. Yeah.
Point of order: administer first aid only allows another roll for the flat check. It doesn't just remove the bleeding condition.
Oh, I see.
Asher still
It
has to
gives
make
you
a
a
flat check.
chance to make another
Still
flat check.
bleeding.
Okay, so yeah, make the flat check again.
Aye.
Yes.
D20.
So you can do it now, and then you can do it at the end of your turn if you
Yeah.
fail on this one.
True.
But
Let's do it. I'm gonna do this every time. All right.
Yeah, just roll 1d20.
I'm scared. Yay!
Hey, perfect. 18. You are
18.
fine. I will now end the encounter. For real.
all right. God, Gunn.
Oh, it stopped bleeding. Thank you, Greshy.
I mean, there was a
You finished that
dicey
off.
moment there, but I think we handled that very well.
Could have gone worse. Could have gone better. It was. The hell is this thing
Now, if
want
we're,
from us anyway?
does he have one
a
of those
good time.
rings?
if
That's
we're
exactly what I
lucky-
came over to check, actually.
If we're lucky, his sense of honor means that we won't be attacked, but I think we should still go out through the tunnels we reviewed anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
Greshy, as you walk back to where the body was, you see that all that's left of him is a single golden ring.
Oh, not
That
even his
clearly
trident.
has-
He took that with him?
Mm-hmm. The trident went with him.
The jerk.
I thought you said the trident dropped on the ground. Oh well.
Well, apparently it vanished too.
Dang it.
Well, there's a ring,
I
though.
deliberately did not use Banishing Strike on the very first turn of the encounter because I wanted that trident. Like,
if
how
you want,
great would it have been to just walk up and boop him and send him back to hell on like turn 1?
It's like it's over.
sure. Give me a D100. Gun. If it's higher than 50, the trident's still there.
68.
68. All right, the trident is still there. So all
One
that's
off
left of
being
him
great.
is the trident,
67.
which is like it fell. It's just lying flat, prone on the ground, and then in the spot where one of his hands was is the golden Sahedron ring that you were expecting to find.
Asher picked up his bow again. I'll say that
Okay.
verbally.
Yes,
That's a good
good.
idea.
Asher
And
picked
I'll
up the
call
bow.
my prayer beads back. Stow the wand, call the prayer beads back.
Before we go too far, was there anything else around here to look at? I mean, I know that there's all sorts of things up at the stands, but did anybody live here? Was this like a place that he stayed or came frequently, or is this just a arena that was convenient for him?
We heard that he would come here frequently
That's what I thought, but
to enjoy
it doesn't look like a
Fighting.
good place to live.
opponents here. Yeah, when you're an ice devil, I suppose.
Hmm.
Yeah, you look around. The battlefield itself is fairly barren. Just
This was
hits
his
and
team
columns,
cave.
broken, ruined weapons of no particular remarkability. Old blood stains splattered across the ground. New ones that you've freshly added. Actually, you guys can give me perception checks. Yeah, sure. Everybody give me a perception check.
All right.
The main three, sorry.
Perception.
Not the
secret?
Not the pets. No, we'll just public roll. Sure.
All righty.
What an actual 20.
Okay.
My eyes are still working.
Greshy's too blinded by the sand, apparently.
Yeah. Asher got a natural
I'm
20
not.
for 48. And it's a 27 and a 27
Ah, sure.
for
Great.
Gunn and Greshy. A 3 and a 2 naturally, respectively. Okay. As you guys are like looking around for
Get outta
any
here.
any kind of sign of anything interesting. Asher, you notice. So you remember when you were coming up the mountain, how there was kind of when you saw the kind of the dreaminess of the river and dreaminess of like the trees and stuff. As you kind of like focus your eyes here and adjust to your surroundings for a moment, you can barely make out almost kind of like phantasmal forms of those Scarlet Walkers gathered around various pools of blood, of ancient blood. They're very ephemeral. They're very, very faint. You just see like basically the outline of these strange red bloody spider creatures, but they're all around. And some are even, there was a pool of blood near you from where you were just bleeding out, and you watch as one of these kind of ghostly forms drifts over towards it, and kind of like leans down and is like soaking up some of the blood, but like very, very slowly.
My blood. Ooh, I must have lost a lot more blood than I thought. Asher says he's kind of is going over to the one like licking up his puddle, like.
What are you doing?
Oh, there's these the spiders. He kind of like points around. They're really faint. They're everywhere. Do you see them?
That's the same ones? Different ones?
Yeah. No, they're not the same.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, no matter how hard Greshy and Gunn try, you don't see what Asher is talking about.
True sight doesn't make any difference on that?
No, true sight or true seeing does not make any difference on that.
Okay.
It does not appear to be an illusion.
But the puddles of blood that I'm seeing, they're not puddles that are like visible now, other than mine.
There are some like old, like very, very faded blood pools. They're like dry, I mean, but they're kind of gathered around where you see bigger splotches of the dark red mass, or I guess it's probably black by now, but they're kind of gathered around the darker spots of the Colosseum, just kind of huddled around them, just like seemingly sifting lightly through the dirt. But there doesn't appear to be any like real physical effect on the real world. Like they're moving their little tendrils through the dirt, but the dirt isn't reacting.
So do I think this is happening like at the same time as me, or am I having like a weird vision of something that's already happened? Like are these
occultism?
They seem like that they're on like another plane, like I was.
Oh,
Yeah, occultism check.
interesting.
A 36.
Okay. Your pendant of the occult flashes as you try to think about this, and yeah, it seems like you're kind of just barely seeing into the plane of dreams. These creatures aren't on your plane currently, but they seem to be maybe attracted to this place, possibly due to what's happened in this plane. Your knowledge of planes is pretty rough, but the dream plane is kind of a weird, not quite mirror dimension of this one. Normally, people only connect to it when they're asleep. Or when aberrations come through, and these creatures are certainly aberrations. So normally you shouldn't really be able to see them unless they fully like try to manifest, or cross over planes somehow. But you feel as if you're at the boundary of two planes.
Okay, that's very weird. This place is weird. Seems like it's like a paper thin area between these planes. You can see stuff like that. I don't want to see
the source
this.
of those creatures? Is this where is this arena where they're coming, where they're entering our world?
Maybe. They're definitely entering the dream plane from somewhere.
You mean the material plane?
The dream plane. The one
They're
when
entering.
you sleep.
I thought. I
don't think that they're from... So I thought I was looking into the dream plane, not that I was looking into the one that I came from before I came here, if this is a different plane.
So you still believe that you are on the material plane.
Okay.
Like Zinchalas seems to still be on the material plane. You're just you're seeing partially into the plane of dreams.
Okay. So yeah, we're on the material plane. I think I'm seeing into the dream plane.
Right.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah, because the spiders were, like, several of them were here.
Yeah.
If there's lots and lots of them there, maybe they were coming from there to here, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. They
Via
seem to
this
like
place.
the blood here, at the
Mhm.
very least, so maybe they're crawling over.
Well, we should probably move out. And even if Gamigin was somehow holding the other followers of Karzug back to have his one-on-one with us, then as soon as we leave, we're fair game again. So we should go through the tunnels that we found.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Gather up all of our things, all of his things, and
Everyone in traveling condition.
Mhm.
Okay.
Who's taking the ring and who's taking the trident?
I can just stuff them both back into one of the bags of holding, into my
Okay.
bag of holding.
Ring and trident to Gunn, bag of holding, and I'll put the items in there later. Okay. So you guys gather up your things, put everything away, and make for the tunnels underneath the arena. You guys just going back to the hideout?
I think so for now. We still have a dragon we want to possibly contend with, but I don't know if we want to do that immediately.
Yeah, let's make a plan for it.
Okay. So you guys,
2 o'clock. Okay.
yeah. So you ready yourselves to head back to the Hidden Beast Lair, and assuming you guys are hustling again, so you guys spent like 10 more minutes just hanging around there, or 5-ish minutes rather, and we'll give you, I think we said like 15, 25, 20, 25? Sure, 25 minutes to get back. Once you get back, you take a little bit of time to, maybe like 10 minutes or so to rest, and that is enough for you guys to level up. So as you're reflecting on the fight that just happened, and as you sort through your thoughts and ideas about what to do next, you all awaken to new and more powerful abilities. As you, having put some of your abilities into practice against against Gamigin, you've unlocked new ideas for how to better yourselves in the coming fight with Karzug. So after the session, you should all be level 17, I think. You're 16 right now, right? Yep. So this is
Correct.
the 300 experience you need to get to 17. Congratulations. Yay, and that's where we'll end the session for today. So,
Yay.
thank you all for joining us. Hope you all had fun. Join us again next time. whenever we do that, next week, presumably.
Bye.